What's up? Hey, it's Mark Rushton of markrushton.com. It is Sunday, January 31st, 2021. This is Realtor Recon number 10. What's up in Cedar Rapids, right? So, I skipped last week because who knows why, but I'm back. And what is Realtor Recon? Realtor Recon is sort of my public show about using realty websites, not necessarily just realtor.com, but like a commercial realty websites, and to using them as reconnaissance for me and what I want to do in the future, which is have a space outside my house to work in, to do recordings, to do videos, to do artwork as well, a dedicated place for artwork, and maybe a private gallery space, just a small, not that much space. And in the previous episodes, I've shown you a small town Iowa, a lot of things in small town Iowa, and how cheap they are. And some of them can be in really, really, really crappy condition. Some of them can be pretty good too. And my whole point about artists is that I see these articles all the time where they're complaining and they're like, my band can't afford to live in Brooklyn, right? Well, maybe you shouldn't be in Brooklyn, right? Considering everything that's gone on, maybe you should be located somewhere else, right? And maybe if you've got some income coming in, a limited amount of income, don't be blowing it on rent and rehearsal spaces in Brooklyn. Maybe if you get enough money, perhaps you could move out to the sticks in the middle of nowhere where we've got, I don't know, how much snow we got on the ground? Got at least 20 inches of snow out there. For God's sakes, let's take a look at this. Can we get the webcam out there? Can we get the webcam out there to show you just how much? It's insane. I think we got another 4.5 inches of snow overnight. And I'm tired of shoveling. I am tired of shoveling. Get that on there good? Get that on there? Yeah, we got that on there good. That's good enough. So anyway, that's the whole point of Realtor Recon. It's a kind of a two-sided thing. Number one, artists shouldn't live in expensive places. They should try to own property if possible, so that you're not at the whim of, gentrification or a crazy landlord, right? And if you can make do on what you got coming in as a fine artist, a visual artist, writer, whatever, maybe you should move out of the big expensive areas and move somewhere a little more remotely, work from home. But I don't want to work from home. See, that's the thing. I got a house. I've worked in the basement before. I've worked in extra bedrooms and all that sort of thing. And at some point, not now, but down the road, I would like to have my own space, and not just a man cave or a she shed, but, and I'm not quite sure what I want. I'd like to have, if I live on an acreage and it's relatively flat, which this property is not, it's all ravine. If it was flat, then you might be able to convert an outbuilding or build an outbuilding of some kind, insulated and that sort of thing, of a certain size, and that would suffice. Or if you live near a small town or in a small town, how much is the commercial property? How much is it going for? Do they have anything in your size range that's not, a tremendous fixer-upper money burner, right? Or, or if you want to have like a storefront somewhere in a strip mall that just nobody ever goes into or whatever. There's endless possibilities. And I'm going to talk about all of them over time. And I have so far in the first 10 episodes. I've even talked about, buying old churches and stuff like that. That's kind of fun. As long as you don't buy one too big, just, you don't need that sort of an albatross. So today we're going to Cedar Rapids, a town I lived in for about 10 years. And we're going to be using Iowa Realty's website, which is, using these realty websites, the commercial realty websites. I could see why somebody would just want to use like a buyer's agent, when they're ready, just find somebody who is like a buyer's agent and say, you know what, here's my budget, right? Here's my space requirements. Here are my noise requirements, all this sort of stuff. Find me something, right? You do the legwork. You earn that commission, right? But in the short term, who knows where I'll be in the future? And so this is just sort of a kind of a sampling around the state, from small towns to big towns and everything. And of course, because I'm in Iowa, that's where the focus is right now. So that's what Realtor Recon is. So let's dive right into it, and let's go to Cedar Rapids, right? So Cedar Rapids, you click on this thing here, and you just get all these properties for sale. They're not for sale. Most of them are for lease, right? You know, it's and there's rarely is there a price. Often, if there's a price, it's a price per square foot, and you just got to be careful, man. You just got to be careful. On this particular site here, I go out to more options and I put in a min and a max of square feet. And I'm looking for something between 600 and 1,500 square feet. That's going to greatly reduce the number of properties down to 13. And what do we got here? A car wash. That's exactly what I need. I need a car wash in Urbana, right? Yeah, I don't think so. And then you get other things like this here. You have the office building, right? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the office building here. You never know. 864 square feet. That's about perfect. Former insurance office. This looks like lots of fun. Ample parking. Refrigerator with big rain glass. Wall of rain glass. Yay. The payment. We don't know what the payment is. This is all negotiable. How much per square foot? Well, they don't tell you, right? Well, that's interesting, but I'm not. That was just a curiosity here. Let's go to this one, because I actually looked at this one earlier. This is in the Alliant building downtown, the Alliant Energy building. Used to be called the IE building. I think it was called Iowa Energy before. This would say IE, and we always joke and call it the For Example building. So this is 1,267 square feet inside the building. Former Alliant Credit Union space on the main level of the Alliant Tower, centrally located in the heart of downtown Cedar Rapids. Class A building. In addition to the net rental rate, there will be an estimated base year full service operating expense. Oh, in the net rental rate. I don't know what that is. Don't know what the net rental rate is. But then there will be an estimated base year full service operating expenses of $6 a square foot annually, which at 1,267 square feet, that's about $700-800 a month. That's that additional fee beyond the rent. So it's a pretty pricey space. Of course, they're not going to tell you how much it is. You're gonna have to negotiate. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good for an artist studio, unless you had a lot of money. It's like, here I am. I'm in the lobby of the Alliant building. I love this picture. Look at these pictures here. Nothing of the space. Nothing of the space. How many gratuitous pictures do we need of the outside of the building? And then this one. But just wanted to let you know, it's there. It is. We put a little red box around it. Like, people in Cedar Rapids don't know where the Alliant Energy building is. For God's sakes, there's only a few tall buildings in that town. That's hilarious. Well, this will really sway it. This will do it. Oh God. What else we got out here? Wiley Boulevard Southwest. I think this is a strip mall here, and you're afforded one picture, actually in two. This one over here that. What is this here? Is that the property there? Who knows, right? This is how just confusing this is. Budget conscious gross rents. Multiple retail office suites available. Oh, yeah, because businesses, they're going out of business. Tenants pay gross plus utilities. What's gross? I'll tell you what's gross is not knowing how much this costs. Oh, boy. They'll get you in there and they're like, this is our best deal, right? Well, you got a lot of properties available that are empty. Oh, take it or leave it, right? So you want to have a buyer's agent on your side there. Anything else? What else we got here? This is why bigger cities are a bad idea for this sort of thing, either buying or leasing, because uh, those cute little spaces or those the cheap space in the not older part of town. Of course, in Cedar Rapids, most of the older part of town was wiped out by either flooding or the windstorm. So there's not much left, and everything's kind of pricier than what it used to be. Let's just take another look here. The Blair's Ferry Road. This is very commercial. 1,500 square feet. A sandwich shop with a toilet. And that's not it. So this is generally speaking, a town like Cedar Rapids. It's like Iowa City. Iowa City. I featured a property a few episodes back in Realtor Recon, and it had been on the market for like 3 years. 3 years, and it was a very small space. And it's like, why, oh, why is this? Why has this been on the market for 3 years? Yeah, they wanted a 3-year lease too, which that's not too unreasonable, I guess. But although in a college town, you'd essentially have to be a townie to sign that sort of a lease. And then you get a parking spot. Someone's always going to be in your parking spot. You're always going to be fighting that. So that's why I always advise, if you're going to do that sort of thing, maybe buy a piece of property out in the county, or a larger piece of property where you would be allowed to build some sort of outbuilding on there, or a garage, a heated garage that could be an extra garage that could be your studio, that sort of thing. Unless you're going to move to a small town, like I've said before. Anyway, that's it. I'm done looking at this. There's nothing here, but at least it's good to see what's up in Cedar Rapids. So this is Mark Rushton of markrushton.com, and this has been Realtor Recon number 10 for Sunday, January 31st, 2021. See, maybe later. Might do a late night Rushton tonight. Maybe with some music. That might be kind of fun. We'll see. If not, then we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.